So I just got back from the gym, and I noticed I hadn't recorded anything today, and I've been thinking about doing this thing, for the past couple of days. So here we go. Um, Not every day is a good day. Yeah, fucking clearly, obviously. What? Yeah, but recently, my mind has just been like constantly reminding me of pretty much nothing but my past failures. And it does that sometimes, like you can get trapped in the negative thought loop of all of your previous failures and nothing else really matters, right? Uh, but I've been really thinking about this shit a lot. I was thinking about it, a lot. I don't know about today, but today I just was not feeling good. So I decided to go to the gym. And now I feel a little bit better because I feel like I did something today. Not to say I didn't do anything else today. I was, getting some work done. That was cool. Just general stuff, right? But man, that shit fucking sucks. Because you'll be reminded of all these random, probably completely unimportant things that you messed up on. Maybe it's what fucking whatever, man. Maybe it's you fumbled a bag on a girl you wanted to get. Maybe it's you didn't get the grade you wanted in this class. Maybe it's in my current situation, you feel like you're just stupid as fuck, have no fucking money, and you're just stuck. That's how I feel right now, if I'm being completely honest. And I was really feeling like that today because I'm like, dude, I can't fucking afford anything, bro. I'm at my parents' house. I'm 7 months out of school. Yeah, I've got an internship and I love it, but I need to get some fucking money, man. So I might have to go back to shit, my old warehouse job or something just to get something, man, because being broke is one of the worst feelings ever, at least to me, right? I was at a Super Bowl little get together with my friends yesterday. Everybody brought food, everybody brought this. What did I bring? I brought myself. Yeah, I didn't bring a goddamn thing because I can't afford anything. I feel like just a complete bum, pretty much. So I'm probably gonna have to go somewhere to get some sort of other job that'll just put money on the table. Um, I was with my dad the other day getting coffee, and he was just kind of laying it out to me. He was like, but I'll preface this by saying, maybe this is true, maybe this isn't. I feel like my parents think that I'm just like not even fucking doing anything with my life, really. I mean, yeah, I've got my internship and that's good, but I mean, in their eyes, it's not putting any money on the table. So what the fuck am I even really doing? You know, like I'm up here, I'm upstairs most of the day, doing work, or if I'm done doing work, I would say getting on the game, but I haven't really even been doing that. Just fucking mostly working, to be honest with you. What do they think I'm doing, bro? It just seems like they think I'm just wasting my life doing absolutely nothing, right? And you know, I've tried to explain, about the job market and stuff, but that stuff's kind of pointless because, you know, my dad came from nothing and made something of himself, um, and he's see I tried to explain to him, all this stuff that's going on and why it's so fucking difficult to get this, and how I am so incredibly fortunate that I have managed to get an internship for myself, because that's such a rare commodity for us CS folks coming out of school nowadays, especially if you didn't do it while you were in school like me, right? And he's just like, no, stop talking. You don't know what you're talking about. I knew this. I did this. I did this. I did this. And at that point, I just didn't say anything. What the fuck am I gonna say to this dude, man? I mean, you know, yeah, he made it out. He did it. That's that. What am I gonna say to him, man? I'm doing my internship. He doesn't really give a fuck, to be honest. he doesn't give a fuck about that shit. I'm pretty sure they just think I'm doing nothing with my life, which, it doesn't really help with the fact that I already feel like a fucking bum half the time because I don't have any money and, I have no consistent means of continuing to get money, which means I am not able to get up out of their abode and go find a place for myself. Makes me feel like a fucking bum ass loser bitch. I'll tell you what. Now, on the other side of that, I'm incredibly grateful that I even have a house to live in right now. And I even have an internship and I have some sort of pathway, potentially into the industry, potentially into a life for myself doing the CS stuff, right? And it's not it's not easy balancing these things for me, right? Because you have to constantly remind yourself of the things that you're grateful of if you want to really balance that stuff out, right? Because for me, the negative stuff is like already a habit, a mental habit where it just automatically overshadows everything else because it's just the way it is for me, right? So it's just not an easy thing to do, but it's a thing that can be done. And so, I have little methods to counteract this. For example, I went to the gym today because I was like feeling like a fucking bum ass loser. Even though I had been, I've been working pretty hard at this internship stuff, but I mean, it puts no money on the table for me. So, like in my folks' eyes, what does that even really mean? Pretty much fucking nothing, right? And on the other hand, it's like, yeah, I'm doing this stuff for me. I'm doing this stuff for my future, right? I have to serve this sentence of not getting any money, continuing to do that, as I did so through college, just pretty much working for free. I'm talking with college here, right? Just working for free, just trying to get that piece of paper to say you did it, right? Countless hours of studying in the library and doing this, and this. And I loved it. Of course I loved it. That, like I've said before, that was, my core identity as a person. I was a student. This is what I do. And I do this. I like to think well. I could have always done it better, but I feel like I did pretty well. I put school over literally everything else. And now it's like, coming into the CS job market, as it is. I'm not going to sit here and say there's no jobs, there's no this, there's no that. It's just hard for me, myself, me. I'm not speaking for anybody else here. Anybody else, who fucking knows, man? I mean, I've got several friends, that have told me they've sent out fucking 900 plus applications, got a few interviews, did 6 rounds of interviews just to get an automated email saying, fuck you, bud, go try somewhere else. And in my worst mental days, I'll be sitting there thinking, why the fuck would I even try to do this shit, man? If I was still in the same position to where I didn't have an internship and I'm trying to do something, why the fuck would I continue to do this shit when I could go somewhere else that, not using my degree, but it's going to put some actual money in my account so I can go out and eat with my friends if I wanted to? Because right now I can't fucking do that shit. So, it's hard. It's not easy. This life shit was never an easy thing. And, as I've said, incredibly grateful for the fact that I have shelter, I have food, water, I have the essential needs, of a human being, to survive. I am incredibly grateful for that fact because, I mean, who knows what would happen if I didn't? I don't even know. We're not going to get into that. But yeah, not every day is a good fucking day, man. I guess that's the point of this video. But, sometimes, I guess to bring it all together, sometimes, you'll feel like there is never going to be a good day. And every day is not a good day. Not every day is a good day. Every day is not a good day. And really, what I've learned, the only way to find that out for yourself is to keep living days. Keep finding out. Because there's both. Yeah, I've had I've had a whole lot of both, for sure, most definitely. But you have to have the strength to keep going and find out for yourself. You know, uh, I've had a lot of friends who didn't want to find out for themselves, and now they're no longer with us. So after seeing that happen a couple of times, that really gave me the I guess, I don't know if motivation is the right word. That sounds stupid. It's like the need to continue on, right? Because that's the only way you're gonna find out, you know. So what else? Do I have anything else I was gonna say? I don't really think so. Yeah. Live another day. Find out which is gonna be good and bad days for yourself, because that's the only way you'll know. The only way you'll know anything is if you find out for yourself. You know. So yeah. Hopefully I can get some fucking money and stop feeling like a broke bum ass bitch loser. Now, I don't know if I'm necessarily tying my self-worth to the amount of money that I'm getting, but being broke will make you think about that. That's for damn sure. But anyway, thank you anybody that's watching this. I really appreciate it. Always go and find out things for yourself. If you are feeling like how, I've described in the video, find some sort of way to kind of break yourself out of that. Like for me, it's going to the gym, and then that makes me feel like I've done something, for the day. I've accomplished something. And that is different for everybody. You got to find your own little thing, whatever that is. For me, it's the gym, or doing something else. I don't fucking know. I can't think of anything else. But yeah, that's about it. Appreciate it, everybody that's watching. Go find out everything for yourself and live another day. Appreciate it. See y'all.